Hey guys, I will show you 8 tips to help you become a better player in CS2. These tips are the absolute basics of CS, so this video is aimed at beginners or people who are dissatisfied with their rating or rank.
What? Why?
Follow these tips and I'm sure your rank will go up quickly. Let's start with a very boring tip and yet the most important one. Exactly as in everything in life, practice brings the best results. You will not become better player by watching YouTube videos. I'm not saying you have to spend 5-10 hours a day, but the more you spend on a server, the more experience you'll get. You need to learn what maps look like, when and from where opponents can come, try different positions and see which one you feel most confident on. These are things that can be learned other than playing. Communication in CS is the absolute key to success. No matter how good your aim is, if you don't give or receive info from teammates, you won't win several matches in a row. You have to learn the callouts on every map. You can easily find them by typing in your browser map name and callouts, or look under the radar during the game. I know it's impossible to get along with some people.
What are you doing? It's
What you say? 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 What you say?
But it's in your interest to do everything you can to help the team. So, communicate, suggest tactics,
Nades! Go, man, go! You good player, go!
and your win rate will increase. Lower your sensitivity. When playing on high sensitivity, you don't have full stability and control over your crosshair. If a big mouse movement looks like this, you need to change it. Put the mouse on the edge of the mousepad and drag it to the other edge. You want to do from 180 to 360 degrees. As you get used to it, you will be much more accurate. Shooting in CS2 is very strange compared to CSGO. However, the rules remain the same. Running and shooting only works on shotguns, SMGs and a few pistols. So when shooting with an AK or M4, you have to stand still. Each weapon has its own recoil which you can control. I found a Latify page that shows spray patterns for all weapons in CS2. Learn how to control the recoil of the weapons you use. Speaking of recoil, spraying feels very clumsy. I would recommend that you spray only at close to medium range, because at far distances it is very hard to control, especially for beginners. If you have to fight at a distance, I strongly recommend one tapping or bursting, which is shooting 3 bullets, move to the side, stop and shoot again. The first 3 bullets are accurate enough to hit the opponent, after that there is a recoil that needs to be controlled. The first thing I see when watching beginners is aiming way too low. Your crosshair should always be at head level. Let's compare aiming at the floor and aiming at head level. The moment I spotted a CT, I want to kill him as quickly as possible, which means hitting him in the head. See how long a mouse movement I have to make to reach his head and how close I am when I am correctly. Another thing is taking the wrong positions. Don't stand in the middle of nowhere where you are vulnerable to every grenade or visible to every opponent. Choose positions that allow you to hide, play for time, kill the opponent and retreat. And finally, overextending. Don't pick everything at once. Lean out gradually and you won't end up in a situation where you aim at CT and get killed from stairs. Slowly getting deeper into the game. The higher you advance, the more important all the tricks become. Eventually you get at the point where grenades can win rounds. That's why it's so important that you learn the most basic grenades on each map. There are plenty of tutorials on YouTube, although most of them include a lot of grenades that are situational. I would recommend watching and pulling out the ones that seem most useful. I myself will record a guide for each map, both with the most important grenades everyone must know and for advanced players. Perhaps there are already such videos on the channel, so look there. This is a topic for its own long video. As for video settings, you can play around with them, but make sure you achieve more FPS than your monitor's refresh rate. This is the highest option you have in this tab. If you have a problem with that, lower the settings. I recommend that you set global shadow quality to high. This will give you a big advantage because you will be able to see the shadows of your opponents before they pick the corner. You can copy my video settings, they give me the best performance with full visibility. You can also try 4:3 resolution if you have FPS problems. 4:3 gives you a wider character models, but the field of view shrinks. Decide for yourself. Don't copy pro players' settings. Play around with your crosshair, radar, view model, and find the one you play best on. Thank you for watching. Please comment on what kind of tutorial you would like to see, and I will try to go deeper into the topic than in this video. See you!